Hey guys, it's Sarah and I am so sorry that my top 5 Wednesday video is going up on Thursday. Yesterday was just really crazy. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm moving, and so yesterday was just going to the new house and getting everything figured out, and yeah, so it was pretty crazy. But nevertheless, I'm going to have my top 5 Wednesday up today, and the topic for Wednesday, I'm just gonna act like it's Wednesday, okay? The topic for Wednesday was top 5 underrated books. So I have 5 books that I feel are underrated. Before I get into those, I want to just mention that all of the channels will be linked down below, and if you want to join Top 5 Wednesday, talk to Lainey because she runs Top 5 Wednesday. So yeah, let's get into it. So my top 5 underrated books are going to be books that I feel like not a lot of people have read them or reviewed them on the internet or anything like that. Ones that I haven't seen around BookTube a lot, as well as ones that I've read and really enjoyed, and I feel like they deserve hype but they don't have hype. And also, just as an FYI, I read a lot of romance, so these will be geared towards that genre. Any type of romance is what I read. One more thing is, you'll probably have heard of these authors, or I've probably talked about them a lot on my channel because I like promoting authors I don't feel like are really well known. So I've probably talked about these books before or mentioned them in passing, or some of them I've probably talked in great detail, something along those lines. I apologize if you're tired of me talking about them. But anyways, okay, top 5 on my list is going to be anything by Kristen Ashley. I just absolutely adore Kristen Ashley. You know this, everyone knows this. I talk about her nonstop on this channel, but I really love her books, and I feel like even in the internet community, like the blogging community, she has really solid followers, but her books aren't overly talked about or overly hyped. Ones who have read Kristen Ashley love all of the books, because that's what I've experienced, is if you like one Kristen Ashley novel, you'll like them all, kind of thing. But it doesn't have an overwhelmingly amount of reviews or stars or anything like that on Amazon, so, or on Goodreads as well. But I just love Kristen Ashley. I think her writing style is really unique and really great, and I just love her character developments throughout the story and the events that take place, and that goes for all of her books, not just Rock Chick, but this was the one that I have. Just really like Kristen Ashley, and I will always and forever like Kristen Ashley and promote anything Kristen Ashley. So yes. Also, if you are a fan of Kristen Ashley and you cannot wait until Kaleidoscope comes out, she does have some chapters, some like previews on her website, so I'll link that down below if you wanted to check that out, because I read Kaleidoscope and I loved it. I can also link down below my review of that if you would like, if you were so inclined to check it out. The next book slash series that I have that I feel like is underrated is the Foolish Games series, and this is a I want to say it's a new adult. It's a new adult romance series. I really enjoyed this story. I really liked the first one. The second one was okay, and I loved the third one. The third one just came out probably like in the summer sometime, but yeah, this is just a really fun story, and it's got some serious moments in it, but overall it's just really fun and not anything to take way too seriously. It's just new adult contemporary romance, kind of unrealistic fiction, but contemporary. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about it. I thought I would just, you know. Next book that I read is one that I read in October. I read it for like a creepy effect. You know, I wanted to read creepy books, so I picked up this one and I absolutely loved it. And since I've read it, I've seen a couple of booktubers also have this on their TBR shelves, or have read it or want to read it or something like that. But I loved it. It was so good. I love the writing, and let's just, you know, talk about it. Let me just show it. It's The Monstermologist by Rick Yancey. Rick Yancey wrote The Fifth Wave, which I have not read yet, but I plan on reading it. I just love the writing style in this, and the story was just very well developed, and the world was developed, and everything about it was just really amazing. And I just loved it. I just really really liked it. I'll link my review of it down below, but I feel like not enough people know about this book, so I wanted to mention it. Number 2 on my list is one that I have barely heard anything about, and one that I've mentioned on my channel multiple times, and I know a few booktubers have said they're going to check it out because of me mentioning it so much, so that's really good, but I'm going to just mention it again because I feel like it's underrated. I don't feel like enough people have read anything by this author, let alone this series. So that is Significance by Shelley Crane. And not necessarily just Significance, just Shelley Crane in general is an amazing author. I love her books so much. They're just so sweet, and they just have such a good romance to them that I just always pick up anything that she puts out. I just love it. It kind of reminds me, the paranormal aspect to this kind of reminds me of Twilight. Not Twilight, but you know how the wolves in Twilight have to imprint to be in love? That's kind of the same concept in this book, which I think was done amazingly. She totally made it different than Twilight, so it has no parallels besides the fact that it's still called imprint and all that stuff. So anyways, I just love this story. I think it's so sweet, and it has such an, like, I don't even know, it has just such a magical feeling to it. It's just paranormal, but not overly paranormal, and just romance, and it's just so good. I love it. Let's stop talking about Significance. That's the last time I'm going to mention it, almost. Probably not, but we're just going to go with it. Okay, number 1 on my list is going to be Heart on a Chain by Cindy C. Bennett. This book is just phenomenal. I love it to death. I just love it. I read this book a couple of years ago, and I have no words. I still think about it today, and about the, you know, things that the main character had to go through. I still think about it, and it still troubles me, if that makes any sense. Probably not, but it just is always in the back of my mind. This story is just such a heart-wrenching story, and I know I read it a couple of years ago, so I'm not saying that's the most well-written story or anything like that, because it was a while since I've read it, but I just remember just feeling so much for the main character, and just hoping that she gets her happy ending, and just hoping that she doesn't have to deal with what she has to deal with. It was just a lot that she had to deal with, and just such intense things going on at home, and I don't know, I don't feel like anybody knows about this book, and I don't feel like anybody's talked about this book. I could be wrong, but it's just so good. It's just heart-wrenching. That's all I can explain, and I don't know. I just think that it's underrated. I feel like it needs to be known, and everybody should read it because it's just amazing. Now that I'm done rambling about Heart on a Chain, I will link all the Goodreads pages for these books, so you can check them out and add them to your TBR if you would like. And yeah, let me know some of the books that you guys feel are underrated. I would love to add more books to my TBR. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to talk about today. I'm sorry it was late, but better late than never, and just let me know what your guys' underrated books are, and okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys. Bye.